Today we're going to do another video around crystals that I really connect with. Crystal allies. Allies is the big term now. Coming up in just a moment. Hey guys, I'm Mel from Mel's Divination. Today is Witchy Wednesday, and on Witchy Wednesdays we do all kinds of things under the spiritual witchcraft umbrella. We're getting back into filming on a regular basis, and on Wednesdays we do witchcraft, on the weekends we do astrology, so make sure you check out all that kind of stuff in the channel if you're interested. I also do live tarot pulls sporadically. I don't announce it usually, so you want to make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell so you get notified when I do go live. You can also find me at melsdivination.com, and all my socials are linked down below in the description box, including the website if you're looking for a reading, for coaching, or even I have a new $15 one question email order that you can do in the appointment section of my website if you're looking to get any kind of clarification around spell work, because I know a lot of people are asking and I don't have time to answer everybody. I'm so sorry, you guys. So if you pay for a question, then that gets prioritized to be answered, and it's a full email description answer. Okay, today we're going to talk about the crystal called Lapis Lazuli. Okay, now the reason why I rolled my eyes about allies is because it's just, that's like the new buzzword in the industry around plants, herbs, crystals, oils. Things that are of nature are considered beings, are considered these living energies, which I don't disagree with, but like people get kind of funny about labels, and it's just like crystals are crystals, whether they're your ally, whether they're not, they're crystals, and they come from the ground. Now, I do, before I launch into Lapis Lazuli specifically, I do want to say I have been seeing a lot of imitation crystals like this being sold on discounted sites, including Amazon. Amazon does have some crystal retailers that are legitimate, but there's also some that are not. So be mindful about where you're getting your crystals and your things from, because a lot of these things can be made with glass or plastic to be imitated, and it looks real close to the exact same thing. Okay, and the energy is not going to be, if it's a plastic or glass imitation, it's not going to do what you want it to do. It's not going to have that same energy. Okay, now Lapis Lazuli, here we go. So this is a big one that I have of lapis. I'm gonna make sure that we're focused on it, and it's kind of like a flame shape. Lapis Lazuli, I hope that we can really get in there. It has some gold flecks in it. Does this one have gold flecks? Some of them don't. Yeah, it does, but you can't really see it on camera. I have another one. I have this one too. Now this one has some gold in it. So they're blue. They're always blue. They're a deep blue. And they usually have inclusions of white, gold, silver kind of looking extras. I also have a bracelet of it, and I've shown this one to you guys before. It's hard to see, I know. This one has a lot of little gold flecks in each little ball, and then this necklace actually has it as well. I'll try to take a picture and put these maybe in the community tab or when I'm editing the video. Now, I have a lot of notes here about the background and the history of lapis that I did some research on for you guys, but I want to talk super quickly before we launch into all of those details why I personally like lapis. I discovered Lapis. My first time I had heard about Lapis was actually from Olivia from The Witch of Wanderlust. I don't really watch her very much anymore. When I realized how popular witch influencers were, I started to like really start watching some people because I wanted to eat up all the information I possibly could. She does a fabulous spell, and comment down below if you want me to show it. She has a spell on her channel. I'll try to link it in the description. That is a truth spell. And she borrowed it and gave credit to Magical Lady Duchess. And this is when I first found Lapis Lazuli, when she did this, when Olivia did the truth spell and shared it on her channel. And it's very, very simple. I'm not going to get into the spell right now, but the reason why I like Lapis is it shines a light on the truth. There's a lot more to it than with Lapis than just that, but I use Lapis for that the majority of the time, shining the light on what needs to be known, shining the light on the truth. Now, whether that be for clients, whether that be for people in my personal life, whether that be for where I need to go in my own journey, it's all different, but I really, really connect with Lapis in that kind of way. Now I'm going to get into the history, and it's funny because I've never really looked into the back history of Lapis until I decided to do this video today. And if you know me, or if you've been following the channel for a little while, you're going to understand why I've intuitively been pulled to Lapis. Because as soon as I started reading the history, I was like, oh yeah, all right, this makes a lot of sense now. So Lapis Lazuli, historians believe the link between humans and Lapis Lazuli stretches back for more than 6,500 years. The gem was treasured by the ancient civilians of Mesopotamia, Egypt, China, Greece, and Rome. They valued it for its vivid, exquisite color and prized it as much as they prized other blue gems like sapphire and turquoise. Now, for thousands of years, lapis has been fashioned to show off its rich, dark color. The blue stone helps you be yourself, a clear connection to your highest potential. Lapis lazuli fosters liberation from past compromises and what may have held you back. Not learning to be, but remembering a time when you truly were the ruler of your own spiritual kingdom. Rose and rosewood essential oils complement the use of lapis lazuli. Lazurite is the main compound in lapis and is what gives it the intense blue color it's known for. It can be found with streaks of pearly calcite and golden pyrite accenting the beautiful blue. Key words are self-fulfillment and liberation. Liberation, truth, right? It's the throat chakra. The throat chakra is blue, is that bluish color, speaking from the truth. Lapis lazuli forms when limestone comes into contact with calcite and pyrite, creating a new deep blue mineral known as lazurite. I have a hard time saying that one. A rock rather than a single mineral, lapis usually consists of compact lazurite crystals peppered with white dolomite, calcite, grains of pyrite, and sodalite. Sodalite is another blue crystal of truth. Lazurite crystals by themselves are less common than lapis lazuli rock. Now, with the myth and the history, the best source for lapis lazuli has always been Afghanistan, where the finest deep blue stones are mined. Chile is a good source as well. Other sites include Italy, Russia, Argentina. The name of this precious stone derives from the Latin for stone, lapis, and the Persian name of the mineral, I'm not going to be able to say this, I'm going to have to spell it out for you guys, lazuard. I'm sure I pronounced it wrong. From where the word azure also derives. Some ancient authorities used the name sapphirus or sapphire when talking about lapis. Called Chesbet by the ancient Egyptians, lapis lazuli was sacred to Maat, the goddess of truth and balance, and was worn by the chief priest to invoke that goddess's power of justice. The Egyptians also used lapis lazuli to carve scarabs and cylinders, as well as for decorating royal vestments, and temples. Roman soldiers wore lapis, so lapis lazuli scarabs and rings for courage and protection. The stone was also ground up to make the pigment known as ultramarine. Spiritual and healing properties. Lapis lazuli is a deep balancer and works especially well with the brow, and the throat areas, because it's kind of like the third eye too, because you see with your third eye chakra, you see intuitive information, you see knowledge, you see truth, right? And then there's the throat area. Notice how I have it near my throat. That's intentional. It can remove deep levels of stress and trauma from the system, although some discomfort during the clearing process may be experienced. Lapis brings the spiritual qualities of deep silence and perspective that can be unnerving to those unfamiliar with these sensations. It is in this space, however, that profound intuition and inspiration can arise. Lapis lazuli can also help access levels of universal truth and balance that reach far beyond individual concepts of right and wrong, and is excellent for the healing of deep or chronic wounds of all sorts. The personality of lapis lazuli, it kind of brings in a serious, deep thinking energy, perhaps a teacher of some kind, but an advanced level. Also, it opens up doors for being involved with the law, like honesty, right? The energy of it is truthful and serious. The color is deep blue with white gold flecks. The qualities are consciousness, memory, meditation, and the main chakras are throat and brow. Throat and brow, or third eye. So that actually wraps it up. I'm going to take some pictures and put them in the community tab, actually not in this video. So check out the community tab, check out my Instagram. I am using that again. So I will take pictures of these so you can really see them better with the light on, with the flash on, so you can see the golden flecks and I didn't realize it was pyrite that's in it. And that actually makes sense. I recently got an azurite and a green aventurine. There's lapis lazuli in these too. And it's meant for bringing in abundance and helping, and pyrite is meant for abundance, is often an abundant kind of stone. So that's it. Comment down below if you want to see the truth spell. I am obsessed with this truth spell. It is so easy. It's one of the major ones that I do on a regular basis. And basically the concept behind it is to open, when you're wearing the lapis, when you're wearing the crystal that you do the spell on, or you do the spell around, you're basically charging it. So you're charging jewelry. And I've talked about charging jewelry a long time ago. You can charge all kinds of jewelry for all kinds of things. But I do like a triple whammy. I charge all of the lapis that I have. This one normally is tucked inside my pillowcase, so its intention is to bring information during dream state that I need to know. Truthful information that I need to know. And then this one sits on my altar at all times. Okay? So that's the gist of it. And I did use some materials for this information, so I will also link that down below so you're aware. I have a crystal book that I use. I did Google one thing, but I also, Lavish Earth is the other information that I get it from, and that's where I actually got this. I got this from Lavish Earth. And I will link them down below as well. They are probably, I'd have to say, my absolute favorite crystal shop. They're based in Maine or New Hampshire. I can't remember, but they're based up in the Northeast, and they have extremely good quality crystals. You can count on it. They specialize in crystals. That's all they do. So they don't sell anything that's junk. And they sell them for a very reasonable price. I've had this though I bought it shortly after I started living in this house. So probably 2019 I bought this. And it was probably like $40, which is a really good price for a crystal this size. And that's that's it for now. So let me know in the comments down below if you've ever used Lapis. What has your experience ever been around that? Do you like Lapis? And also if you want me to do the truth spell. Again, it's not my spell, but I can share that with you guys as well. I'll see you guys all soon. Have an awesome day. Bye for now.